Hello everyone, this is Faryal, your real estate agent. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm here to talk about how you can save money when you're buying a pre-construction unit. Of course guys, a smart way to do it is to hire a real estate professional just like me who can help you negotiate those closing costs and bring it down from anywhere from 18 to 20% to 6 to 8%, which is a big saving guys. But I personally believe that as a consumer, you should definitely have knowledge of what you're getting yourself into when you are at the presentation center signing that agreement and how you can save some money when you're there. So let's get right into it, guys. Number one that I will talk about over here is the development charges. So what are the development charges? The development charges are basically a city will charge the developers, builders a certain fee to, of course, build the housing project. In return, the builders, the developers will then charge you the fee to get that money back. Now, over the years, that development charges have gone up to $10,000 from $2,500 to $5,000. That's a big difference, guys. So developers out there are desperate to recoup that money. And of course, who else they're going to recoup it from? You, the unsuspected consumer. So how can you make sure that you're not overpaying for these charges? Well, the easiest way to do is to make sure that these development charges are capped. So let's say if your development charges, the area that you're buying in is $10,000, then you want to make sure that it's in the agreement that is capped at $10,000. So if let's say the unit is finished and the city comes back to the developer says, hey, the levies have changed and now we are going to charge you $25,000 instead of $10,000, then you as a consumer are on the hook and you will have to pay that difference if you're not capped. So make sure those charges are capped, okay? Another thing that I would like to mention over here, guys, is that you can easily save money on small little things as well by taking it out of your contract, such as gas barbecue hookup fee, hydro hookup fee. These can accumulate and they can come up to $3,000 to $4,000 easily. And they can be taken out of the contract, negotiated from the beginning, so you end up not paying those amounts, okay? Number two, guys, is the assignment fee. This is a big one because I personally feel when you're doing the assignment, basically you're basically changing the name on the contract, right? Because assignment is not selling your condo, it's selling the contract, because what happens is that you buy a pre-construction unit and before it finishes, you decide to flip it and get rid of it and you want to sell it, right? So you basically are selling the contract. So this can add up to $10,000 in some cases if you do not pay attention. So in my personal opinion, it should be negotiated and brought it down to $0 fee. But if you cannot get to do that, then at least it shouldn't be more than $500, guys. So make sure you negotiate those assignment fees, okay? Number three, guys, that I would like to talk about is the lease amendment. So this one is an important one for the investors because if you do not have this from the beginning of your contract, you will end up paying hefty HST on your unit. So what happens is that between the occupation of the unit till the registration of the unit, there's a time in between called the interim period, okay, where the purchaser of the unit will have to pay the interest, will have to pay the property taxes, will have to pay the maintenance fee, and all of this will go to the developer, okay? Unless it's specified that you are going to lease the unit, you can legally not do that. And as an investor, what is more important to you than getting the cash flow, right? You're buying the unit to get the fast cash flow coming in. So let's say if your contract from occupation to registration date is 6 months or 1 year. So for that 6 months and 1 year, you're basically paying money out of your pocket. How you can change that is by signing the lease amendment. So if you are planning to lease your unit and this is purely an investment property, yes, you will have to pay the HST on it, which can be anywhere from $35,000 to $60,000. However, you can apply and get up to 90% of that money back, which a lot of builders do not tell you. So make sure that you do mention from the get-go that you are going to lease it. If that's the plan, sign the lease amendment and then apply to get that half of that HST money back, okay? The last one, guys, which is very important and people get so carried away with this one, is the upgrades. So when you go to the presentation center, you do see these amazing, beautiful upgrades, countertops, and you're just, oh my God, you're in this la la world and you think everything is going to be included. That's not the case, guys, and the upgrades can add up and can go up to $50,000 on top of the purchase price. So it's very, very, very important that you ask when you're at the presentation, before you sign the contract, what are some of the things that are free upgrades, what are things that are upgradable, which ones are you going to pay extra for. Clarify those things from the beginning so you are not surprised by end of it paying up to $50,000 for those upgrades that you might not need right away, right? So these are some of the tips that I want to share with you. I hope you find this information useful. I want to know what your experiences were when you bought a pre-construction unit. It's important. Comment below. Let me know. Subscribe to my channel. Until next time, have yourself a wonderful day, and remember to be kind.